And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Atlanta Braves. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect, the home side taking care of business in Game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do you have on him, Chris?
Yeah, and when he's on, he's a real treat to watch. I become a fan myself. You know, he often takes the pressure off of his hitters to score a lot of runs, but they have to be careful to not just go into a slumber. They've got to put up some runs, make it a little bit easier for this guy so he doesn't have to battle every time that he's out there. No one should be surprised, though, if he settles in and takes control of the game and throws a shutout.
So just about set now. Here's Brandon Crawford.
Here we go, fellas.
Here comes the pitch. In for a strike. And here we go with Game 2.
First pitch, 7:05.
And now the 0-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, and it's just foul. Going 2 now. The punch out there, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you've got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Here's Gio Urshela. And the first offering is not close. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next offering is down low. Now 2-0. The wind and the pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's 2 down.
Batting third, the second baseman,
Tommy La Stella to the plate. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. In the air, out towards left center. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
Boog, I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of...
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the 3rd out. 1 left for San Francisco, and now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the first. And today's starter, Alex Wood. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
That is it.
Here's Jock Peterson.
John.
Get ahead of him right here.
And that's in there for strike one. Second inning here, no score. To the right side, Miller collects it. To first, 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Mike Yastrzemski up here.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
On the ground and foul ball. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Giants go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. On to the third inning. This is Joey Bart.
Leading off from San Francisco.
Bieber back to work.
Joey Bart.
Off the plate inside, and it's 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball is a great pitch from a right-hander to a right-handed batter. Just really teases the inside part of the plate, runs in on the hands.
And he deals. Good eye right there.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Next pitch is inside. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Miller. Off balance feet. There's 1. And he'll hold on to it, so they get 1.
Up next to the guy.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Brandon Crawford digs in now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Hey, we got 1 here.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Riley makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Urshela takes the ball as he stands in for the second time.
Hey, we got 2.
And the 1-0. There's a strike. And a 1-1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. So digging in, Tommy LaStella.
Now batting. Second base.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Wood on second. Urshela at first. 2 out of the inning. That's hard hit on the line. Ozuna makes the grab, and that is that. Giants leave a couple, and we are still scoreless. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Shane Bieber.
The pitcher, Shane
Pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. That one is gone. A solo shot. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence.
Welcome back onto the fourth. And digging in for San Francisco, Brandon Bell.
The first baseman, number 9.
And here it comes.
Bell.
Pitch is in for a strike. Strike one. That's in there. Kicks and fires. The other way, and he beats the shift. Around first and hustling for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. First time up was a pop out. First pitch, and he just misses.
0-1, no strike.
Ground ball, Olsen. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
John
Peterson in the box with one away as he takes ball
Count
one.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. But the run scores, and that makes it a 1-1 game.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
Yastrzemski stands in now and watches strike one. And the righty deals. Fought off foul. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Joey Bart.
The catcher.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Come on, what game are you watching, huh?
And that's through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering misses. And it's 2-1. And a pitch. That one lifted to left. Ozuna on the move towards the line. Makes the grab on the run. One up, one down.
Now back.
And now the Giants pitcher, Alex Wood. Check swing. Went around. 0-1. And a pitch. Out to center. Pulls up and it drops for a hit.
Pitcher gets himself on base. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
Makes the grab for the second out. Gio Urshela steps in.
The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
I'll tell you this, that's going to go on that pitcher's highlight reel.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Throw on to Olsen, and that'll do it. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Shane Bieber. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Slides, but it gets by him. Throws to second, and he's out. here in Atlanta, top 6. And digging in for San Francisco, Tommy LaStella.
Second baseman.
That one fouled off.
LaStella.
Nobody here, nobody.
Right-hander kick steals. That one ripped. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's one down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Now the Giants 4-hitter, Brandon Bell, 1 for 2. In there, and it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
One down, base is empty. In the air, left field. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game. One out, runner at second. Lamont Wade Jr., the next to hit.
0-1.
Swings through that one, 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Next offering is fouled back. Bell, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 gone.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And Jack Peterson stands in. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Runner at second, 2 down.
Hey, 2-away now.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2-3-4. And welcome back. Top of inning number 7. And digging in for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike.
There's a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
In the air, foul off first, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Alex Wood.
So now pinch hitter for the Giants, Steven Duggar. He represents the go-ahead run.
Steven Duggar.
Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over.
Return to the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
At the bullpen is Will Smith. And he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team.
Number 51, Will Smith.
Back here at the ballpark, we go to the 8th. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford.
And a pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Smith, he's known as a reliever that excels in really tough situations. Those high leverage spots, it seems like he's at his best in these situations, and obviously the ability to get the strikeout factors in. The pitch. Line drive, caught.
Yeah, there are certain guys that expect to come in and dominate, and they see the challenge, the battle just a little bit differently. They trust their stuff, and they believe that their stuff is better than that guy standing in the batter's box, what his swing, what his ability is.
And the pitch. Slice to right, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now that.
And up next for the Giants, Tommy LaStella. The mental approach is a big factor too, isn't it?
Yeah, Boog, it is. And, you know, for each guy, it can be a little different. Some people consciously work on focusing, slowing things down, breathing techniques, and then
Slides, but he can't come up with it. And it gets by him. And the go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Next to hit, Brandon Bell. First pitch just misses. A lot of times with relievers, they just like to get amped up and they're not really looking to try and slow it down, right? They're just trying to get hyper.
Yeah, and perhaps make that hitter a little hyper and make him more aggressive, and that way when they put a wrinkle, change speeds, he's out in front just a little bit.
Check swing, but he went too far. And that is strike two. 2 on, 1 out. Stays alive. And just hacking like you used to.
Yeah, kind of the same, just like that, yeah.
Ground ball could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. On to Olsen. That's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Camilo Doval.
Number 75, Camilo Doval.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Adam Duvall. He represents the go-ahead run.
Adam Duvall.
The pitch. Here's a rocket out to left. Wade makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
And first offering is fouled off. This to third. Toss to Bell. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for Atlanta.
Now here is Jalen Miller.
Jalen Miller.
And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. Line drive. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here's Austin Riley. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. Austin Riley goes deep, and they lead it. It's 3-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate,
Kenley Jansen into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 74, Kenley.
Back at Truist Park, now the left fielder, Lamont Wade Jr. on the corner for a strike. Strike one.
That's a real nice cutter right there. And this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times. So I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Got it. Down on strikes, and he knew it. And now the center fielder, Jock Peterson, for the fourth time tonight. And it's fouled away. And the 0-1. And it's strike two.
It's amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play.
He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these guys, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1. Kenley Jansen picking up the save for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambu. Thanks for joining us.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the Victoria...